everyone, my name is Jayanti with ID number 2107055055. I made this video to fulfill my Phonetics and Phonology mid-semester examination that given by my lecturer, Mr. Rahmadsyah Rangkuti. In this video, I will explain the material about Indonesian English users' common mistakes in pronunciation. First of all, I will explain the introduction. English is regarded as a foreign language in Indonesia. It affects to the level of difficulties in practicing English both in spoken and written. Pronunciation is one of the aspects that an English language learner should master, especially in speaking. A correct and appropriate pronunciation is needed to communicate properly since it affects to understanding of the meaning. Unfortunately, it is difficult to learn since the phonological features of both English and Indonesian language are definitely different. The English pronunciation is complicated and confusing because the system of vowels and consonants has a lot of different sounds. It drives to the reason of why it is very hard for non-native speakers to deal with the English pronunciation. While it happened to the second language learners, it is obvious that the foreign language learners will get more difficulties. Next, I will explain about the relation between pronunciation and communication. Pronunciation is the way in which a language or a particular word or sound is spoken. Pronunciation is very important to be learned, especially in speaking skill. Pronunciation is the way in which people make sound of words. However, many students find pronunciation as one of the most difficult aspects in learning English. Students that have good pronunciation in speaking English are more likely to be understood even they make errors in other aspects, whereas students with bad pronunciation must be difficult to be understood, even the grammatical use of them are perfect. Then, I will explain my analysis of errors or mistakes in pronunciation by Indonesian English users, especially the students. There are some common mistakes done by most Indonesians who learn English. These mistakes are in the pronunciation of some English words. The mistakes are done in many generations, from teachers to students and teachers to teachers. The mistakes somehow become the truth and they are no more considered as mistake. They become common mistakes accepted by the English users and learners. The English pronunciation cannot be separated with the unique form of English spelling. The difficulty occurs to the English users, especially Indonesian, since the English spelling doesn't apply phonetics rules as in Indonesian. These differences is pretty much significant for Indonesian speakers. For Indonesian alphabet is using phonetics rules in the clear way. Most of Indonesian alphabets have similar sound and spelling as in International Phonetics Alphabets or IPA. This confusion is somehow understandable for the Indonesian English learners. The reason of the mispronunciation is as previously stated. The confusion in the inconsistency of English pronunciation. And I will show you the most common words that are mispronounced by Indonesian students. Number 1, doubt. Usually this word is pronounced doubt by many learners or English users. However, the correct pronunciation should be doubt. In fact, the sound of B is omitted or is not pronounced. Number 2, that. Same as doubt, most people also mispronounce this word, which should be pronounced that instead of that. Number 3, determine. The word determine is the perfect example of the confusion in the English inconsistency. Many Indonesians pronounce it as determine, since the pronunciation is considered only the compound of deter and mine, while in fact, determine is completely a different word. The word determine should be pronounced as determine. Number 4, examine. The case also works for this word, which should be pronounced examine instead of examine. Number 5, hour. This case is the one of the most mispronounced since the letter H is usually pronounced well in Indonesian and also some in English as in home, hope, or here. Most will pronounce while in fact our, the letter H is silent into our. Number 6, honor. It is similar to the previous word, which is pronounced as honor instead of honor. Number 7, stomach. Because the ch digraph often makes a soft ch sound in words like chicken, chair, and beach, English learners often apply the same concept to stomach. However, this word actually ends with a hard K sound like black, duck, and trick, which means it is actually pronounced stomach. Number 8, castle. Like the letter K, the letter T is often silent in English, especially when it is situated in the middle of a word. Therefore, castle is actually pronounced castle. Number 9, mouse. This word often appears in English conversation in Indonesia because of its significance to the culture. Unfortunately, it is also one of the most mispronounced English words because of the confusing UE digraph, prompting many to say mox you. But the UE is actually silent and the proper pronunciation for mox is short and simple, mox. Number 10, said. So far, most Indonesians have mispronounced this word. They pronounce it as said, which should actually be pronounced as said. Number 11, hoax. This word is also often mispronounced. It's pronounced hoax instead of hoax. Number 12, Wednesday. People usually read Wednesday according to the original word, but it is wrong. The correct pronunciation is Wednesday. So, based on the analysis of the problems, I draw some conclusions as follows. First, knowing the correct transcriptions is one of the ways to minimize the problems on student speaking performance, especially in their pronunciation. Second, the correct pronunciation, which pronounced by the teacher as a good model, can be followed by the students with correct pronunciation. And third, student speaking activity majority conducted to be practiced in the classroom in pronouncing the words to minimize the mispronounce of English vowel and consonant. If these factors conducted in teaching speaking in the classroom, we will not find the problems on student speaking performance, especially in students' pronunciation. However, based on the analysis, there is some mistake on students' pronunciation at short, long vowel and consonant, where the students did not know the correct transcriptions and lack of practice pronouncing words. That's all my explanation and analysis of problems about Indonesian English users' common mistakes in pronunciation. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this material will be useful for those who's watching. See you on my next video and goodbye.